Hey, quick update on BT. Quick update on BTC here, just to see current live price action and where we might go to in the short term. Look, so first thing to note here is don't get too worried and hey, so first thing. Hey, quick update on BTC price action currently, and maybe what levels you should be looking out for. Look, nothing's really changed since the weekly, okay, which is at the minute looking, pretty bearish, but we haven't actually closed the week. We've still got another 4 days. We're not even we're about halfway through the week. So let's just see how this closes, and if we can get this close above 60k to still close out this region, then maybe we can look to hold that as support again and use that as a build, as a base to build up from. But at the minute, any flushes out down on these shorter time frames without kind of retesting any of these areas, maybe look out for them to be areas that are just basically pulling out stops and taking out some liquidity from the market. So as we can see on the short term, we've basically got this zone here. Okay, should we lose this zone? Okay, nothing much has changed since the last video. Should we lose this on a higher time frame and maybe take out this swing low over here, okay, then maybe we can look to basically push down towards that 53, 55 level. Okay, maybe somewhere around this this trend line over here. But at the moment, what we're doing is we're basically just working through some demand zones and supply zones, and basically just bouncing off the major levels. You always want to pick out the most obvious levels that are going. So if you go onto the daily, you can clearly see we had a major support area over here, deep wicks on the daily all the time, pushed up higher. Now we broke down, retested. Now it was support, flip resistance, and now we're trying to push lower and see basically where we can go. But at the minute, we're basically playing this range between about 60.7k to the 57.5k region. So that's basically what I'd be looking out for. RSI is looking a little on the low side, so I definitely wouldn't be taking any shorts here. Neither would I be taking any cash positions. I'll just be waiting this out and just wait to see as and how this plays out. So from here, let's see if we can basically get some test here and maybe reclaim the 61k region on maybe a daily time frame or higher time frame to basically propel us higher, and we can sort of see where we go from there. So essentially, we've basically double bottomed from this region over here. When we got this really quick flush out in about 5 minutes, which dropped about 6%, so we're at exactly those levels. So we'll have to see how this daily basically plays out. It's been a pretty down week for Bitcoin this week, which is totally fine. Nothing to worry about here, but the way that I'd be looking at this is basically if we can get a break to the upside, we want to basically break out, okay, with some conviction to about the 61, 62 region, maybe back test this, and basically proceed in this manner. Okay, that's basically how I'd be looking at that. Should we break down from this region here, okay, and we get a high time frame close, maybe on the daily, 12 or 4 hourly, down this region, maybe we can push down somewhere towards here, and then maybe make a push up that way. Those would be my primary two scenarios for the time being. If we start taking out 52, maybe things can start getting a little bit uglier. But for the time being, don't get flushed out by these short-term moves. Nothing to worry about, in my opinion. You're still basically on the macro time frame looking pretty healthy, and it's really interesting to see how so many people on Twitter generally online are actually pretty bearish, and they're like, it's like these are the prices that where we were at like 2 weeks ago. Like, it's just, why are people just getting so worked up about this is just really just beyond me. I mean, it's so funny how last week's 2 weeks prices of optimism up here in November is now basically the prices of fear down here in the same region just 2 weeks later. But So essentially, we have dropped a good, what is that now? 15-16% off the highs on 69k. So I wouldn't be surprised to get some sort of snapback here, at least a reversion to the mean. And yeah, and that's pretty much what I would be looking out for at the moment. So at the minute, these are the main zones to be wary of and to watch out for. And then maybe if we can get up here, we can use this, like I said, as a platform to move higher. But if we actually zoom in again on the shorter time frames, you can see these deep wicks. Like it's not worth getting caught out here, especially when we haven't actually had any sort of snap back up to here. I wouldn't be playing these for any shorts or basically cashing out, getting stopped out of any positions here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see how the rest of the week plays out. Key levels to watch out for: 60k close for the weekly. Okay, and then if we do close below that, then maybe we can get another flush down or push down. But look for any higher time frame closes around the low 57 or below, or we can take out this low as well. But that's pretty much what I'm seeing. Peace out, and I will catch you in the next one.